Austin Anaya running unattached, wears number 1. Nicholas Freytag of the Distance Demons wears number 2. Matthew Rosen running unattached, 3. Jack Robb unattached, 4. Ricky Avila running unattached wears number 5. For Averill Park, it's Kyle Gronstad, number 6. Elijah Armstrong running unattached, 7. Giorgio Leontono of the Silver Bullets, 8. Michael Brannigan of Rolling Thunder, 9. Jeddick Higgins, 10 of New Horizon. And Matthew Plowman, unattached, 11. And Blair Herlock of Pleasanton Heat wears number 12. Our top time belongs to Austin Anaya. He does wear hip number 1. And the JO meet record is 4:05:25. Right now, it looks like Higgins, though, out front, although we have a huge group up there. And Higgins goes to the front in the black and orange, and down the inside is Armstrong, Elijah Armstrong, wearing the white and red.
And Anaya, as you mentioned, on the outside shoulder of Armstrong again. Anaya coming in with the number 1 time at 4:19:10. So he's trying to position himself. Again, like you said, a whole host of runners. You see a great shot right there. It is still Higgins from New Horizon, tall athlete, tall runner. He's your leader. And now we'll look and see that looks like hip number 12 trying to swing wide. Again, he's running all the way out in lane 3. You see him, Mike, trying to position himself, I guess, to get up there toward the front. But all these athletes right there together, looks like it's going to be if they don't settle out, it's going to be a kicker's race.
Well, you definitely have 3 abreast there as they go back to the line with 2 laps remaining. And going to the front is Jack Robb running unattached.
Yeah,
Comes in here doing a good job. And right behind him, obviously, is Jedrick Higgins, who's in that black and orange. So they're just jostling back and forth. And then you have a much shorter athlete on the outside, big arm swing, but he doesn't seem to mind going to the outside, and he's going to go to the front, and that's Kyle Gronstad. And we saw Gronstad run a very gutsy race just yesterday, so from Averill Park Roadrunners, and he's going to take the lead here with about 600 meters to go.
Yeah, again, as you see, that looks like now you see Anaya now moving up on the outside of Robb. And then also, don't forget, right there, wearing hip number 12 from Pleasanton Heat, that looks like Herlock in the orange. So, again, as you mentioned, Mike, they've been going back and forth. And now it looks like Anaya has now taken the lead. In second, that's Robb. In third, that is Gronstad,
who now drops to 5th. So Gronstad that quickly falls from 1 to 5 in about 200 meters, and they've got 400 meters to go as the leaders come around.
So that's Anaya, again, coming up. He's wearing hip number 1. You see him. Again, in second, that is Robb. And I believe that is Gronstad. Actually, he's wearing hip number 6 now. He's actually in third. And that looks like Freytag from Distance Demons in 4th. So as they go less than 200 to go, I do believe it's going to be between Anaya and Robb right now. They're running away. Anaya out in front, Robb on his outside shoulder.
Well, you can see from our vantage point, Al, that Anaya has a little bit quicker turnover. Robb going on the outside shoulder right now. Jack Robb in the blue with a big spurt as they go down the front stretch with about 50 meters to go. He hastens his pace, and it's going to be interesting to see if Anaya can even hang on to second as he's getting a huge push up on the inside by Freytag, and I believe Freytag caught him at the line. Robb's time, 4:12.93. Freytag moves in at 4:14.24, and Anaya in at 4:14.30.
Yeah. Gronstad in at 4:16.72. Rosen in at 4:17.53. Avila in at 4:17.84. Brannigan in at 4:21.92. Herlock in at 4:22.53. And Litano in at 4:24.32. And next up on the track, we will have the start of the intermediate girls 1,500 meter run, your national youth and JO meet record, 4:25.57, held by the great Susie Favor. She set that in 1984. We have Gina Hatman of Peak Distance wearing hip number 1. Elena Jones, unattached, wearing hip number 2. Spencer Moore from 3M Track Club, wearing hip number 3. Gabrielle Stearns of Central Iowa, wearing hip number 4. Sydney Scott from Elite Runnings, wearing hip number 5. Amy Eloise Neal from Snohomish, wearing hip number 6. Faith Banker from Northwest Flyers, wearing hip number 7. Madeline Wetterhall from Northside Red Runners, wearing hip number 8. Megan Wetterhall from Northside Red Runners, wearing hip number 9. Kristen Wicker from Whidbey Island, wearing hip number 10. Quandra Shanks from Rate of Motion, wearing hip number 11. And Kennedy Schneider from the Kansas Flyers, wearing hip number 12. And it looks like number 1 time in this heat held by Hauptmann of peak distance, 4:52.